Bonjour à tous, good morning to all, and I hope you are all finished your previous assessment and all. And today we are going to revise our first lesson, that is lesson on fait divers, that is in the breaking news. And today's title is Les questions objective, that is objective type question, which is based on your first lesson. Let us move to the today's content, that is choisissez le meilleur réponse means choose the best answer. And second one is dites vrai or faux, it is true or false. And the third one is mettez dans l'ordre convenable, it means make a dialogue with the correct order. And before that we will recall our dialogues. So first one is un cambriolage, and cambriolage means what? Burglary, it's a thief. So des cambrioleurs se sont introduits par effraction dans l'appartement de Vinita. Les agents d'insurance maintenant win enquête. Some burglars broke into Vinita's apartment and the insurance agent maintenant win enquête. So insurance agents are carrying out the investigation. And the dialogue between Sangeeta and Shamla, these two characters are neighbors only. Let us see the dialogue. Sangeeta, pourquoi y a-t-il foule devant l'appartement de Vinita? So why there was a crowd in front of Vinita's apartment? And Shamla, tu ne sais pas, la semaine dernière, des cambrioleurs sont entrés dans l'appartement de Vinita et ont pillé tous les objets de valeur. It means you don't know, last week some burglars are entered into Vinita's apartment and looted all the valuable items. And Sangeeta, comment Vinta chose a-t-elle pu se passer? Nous avons installé un bon système d'alarme dans nos bâtiments. Such a thing, how could it happen? We have installed a good alarm system in our building. And Shamla, apparemment, il y a un pan de courant dans l'appartement. Et Vinita est sortie en famille et est rentrée seulement petit matin. So apparently there was a power cut in the apartment and Vinita went out with the family and returned only in the early morning. And Sangeeta, c'est horrible, it's horrible. And Shamla, oui bien sûr, Vinita plus sans cesse, elle a perdu tous ses objets en or and en argent, elle n'a qu'un espoir de retrouver ses biens. So yes, of course, Vinita is crying continuously and she lost all her gold and silver and she has no hope of getting back her asset. Asset is like a valuable things. And dialogue B, un accident. So un jeune homme a volant de la voiture renversée Vendôme au carrefour. Winford bloque la circulation. Un gendarme se présente sur le scène de l'accident. So it means a young man driving a car and knocked down a lady at the crossroad and a crowd is blocking the traffic and a policeman appears in the accident scene and the conversation between the policeman and the witness, driver and the lady. So le gendarme means a policeman and le témoin it's a witness and le chauffeur driver and le dame it's a lady. So conversation between these four people only. So le gendarme, qu'est-ce que s'est passé? What happened? And le témoin, ce jeune homme a renversé cette pauvre dame. A témoin means what? Witness. So this young man overthrew this poor lady. And le chauffeur, mais non, elle a traversé la rue sans faire attention. No, she crossed the road without watching out. And la dame, ce n'est pas vrai, that's not true. Sans bloc, no way. Monsieur, ce jeune homme a grillé la feu rouge. So, sir, this young man went through the red light and vous n'avez pas bien appris le code, you have not learned the properly rules, and vous avez le permis, and do you have the license. And le chauffeur, madame, regardez le feu, madam, look at the lights, and le rouge cligne, and the red light it flickers, and il ne marche pas, it does not work, and on regarde avant de traverser le rue. So one has to look before the crossing road. And vous avez couru comme il faut au milieu de la rue. So you ran like a crazy in the middle of the road. And le témoin witness, no, c'est le faute du chauffeur, no, it's the driver's fault. And il a conduit à toute l'heure et ne pas ralenti la voiture. So he drove a full speed and did not slow down the car. And le chauffeur, monsieur, sir, je dois partir maintenant parce que j'ai un rendez-vous important. Sir, I have to leave now because I have an important appointment. And le gendarme, come on, mais là, ce n'est pas une excuse pour renverser quelqu'un. So it's not an excuse to knock down somebody. And Pucal est blessé et nous devons appeler une ambulance. So since she is injured, we must call the ambulance. So this is all about our first lesson dialogue. So let us move to the question, that is choisissez la meilleure réponse, choose the best answer. So first one is des cambrioleurs se sont introduits par effraction dans l'appartement. So burglars broke into whose apartment? That is Vinita's apartment. So the answer is what? Vinita. And second one is dash des cambrioleurs sont entrés dans l'appartement de Vinita. So when the burglars enter into Vinita's apartment, la semaine dernière means what? A lost week. And third one is il y a dash devant l'appartement de Vinita. There is a dash in front of the Vinita's apartment. A crowd in French word vin faux. So il y a vin faux devant l'appartement de Vinita. And fourth one is Vinita est sorti avec. So Vinita went out with her family. So en famille. And fifth one is who, that is dash rentré seulement petit matin. That is who came home in the early hour of the morning. Vinita only. So Vinita est rentrée seulement petit matin. And sixth one is il y a un vin dans l'appartement quand les cambrioleurs sont entrés. So there was a dash in the apartment when burglars enter. So pont de courant means what? Power cut. So there was a power cut when the burglars or enter into the apartment. And seventh one is dash plus son sasa. So who cried constantly? Vinita only. And eighth one, Vinita a perdu say dash nor est ton argent. It means Vinita has lost her dash gold and silver. So bijou means what? Jewelry. That is gold and silver jewelry. And next ninth one, dash maintenant une enquête dans l'appartement de Vinita. So who conduct the investigate in the Vinita's apartment? Les agents de assurance, that is insurance agent only conducting the investigation in Vinita's apartment. And 10th one is dash renverser une dame au carrefour. Who knocked the lady at the crossroad? Un jeune homme. So here there is a home, it's not a farm. Un jeune homme. And he's a young man. And 11th one is who blocked the circulation? Wind four means what? A crowd blocked the circulation, that is traffic jam. And 12th one is dash se présente sur le scène de l'accident. So who present themselves at the scene of the accident? And gendarme means what? A policeman. And 13th is selon le chauffeur, dash a traversé la rue sans faire attention. So according to the driver, who has crossed the street without paying attention? La dame, that lady only. And next 14th one, dash a blessé. So who has injured here? la dame, that is, that lady has injured. And 15th one, le feu dash ne marche pas dans le rue. So which signal light does not work? The rouge. And next, selon le témoin, according to the witness, c'est la faute de l'accident dash qui a fait accident. So according to the witness, it's a fault of who did the accident? The chauffeur. The chauffeur means what? Driver. He only did the accident. And 17th one is dash accouru comme une fou du milieu de la rue. So who ran like a mad woman in the middle of the street? La dame, that lady only. And 18th one is dash a conduit la voiture toute à l'heure. So who drove a car at a full speed? Le chauffeur, the driver only drove a car at a full speed. And 19th one, le feu dash cligno, le rouge, that is a red signal, is flickers. And 20th is ce jeune homme a grillé le feu rouge. The young man went through the red light. So this is all about choisissez le meilleur réponse, which is based on the first lesson. Let us move to the second one. Dites vrai ou faux, that is true or false, and this green and all, it refers to the reason for the answer. So first one is des cambrioleurs sont entrés dans l'appartement de Sangeeta. So burglars are entered into Sangeeta's apartment. So the answer is what? Faux, it's false. Why? It's Vinita's apartment only. And second one is Vinita, Shamla et Sangeeta sont des amis. So they are not friends, they are neighbors. So the answer is what? False. And third one is Vinita, Shamla and Sangeeta sont they was so means what? Neighbor. So these three people are neighbor only. So the answer is what? Vrai, that is true. And les agents d'assurance mènent une enquête. So the insurance agent conducting a investigation. Yes, they are only conducting the investigation. So the answer is what? True, that is right. And les gendarmes mènent une enquête. The policeman conducting an investigation. No, les agents d'insurance only. So the answer is what? False. And il y a une faux devant l'appartement de Shamla. So that was a crowd in front of the Shamla's apartment. No, it's a Vinita's apartment. So the answer is what? False. And seventh one is il y a une faux derrière de l'appartement de Vinita. So here there was a crowd behind the Vinita's apartment. No. So the answer is what? False. So here devant, in front of only. And eighth one is les cambrioleurs ont pillé tous les objets de valeur. So burglars looted all the valuable items. So the answer is true only. And ninth one is il n'y a pas de système d'alarme dans leur appartement. So there was no alarm system in their apartment. Yes, they are having, but the current was cut. So the answer is what? 4. Here 10th one is il y a une pont de courant dans l'appartement. There was a power cut in the apartment. Yes, so pont de courant means what? Power cut. So the answer is what? Vrai. And next, Shamla est sortie en famille. So Shamla went out with the family. No, Vinita only. So the answer is what? False. And Vinita est sortie en famille. So Vinita went out with her family. Vrai, that is true. And Sangeeta est sortie en famille. Sangeeta went out her family. No. So the answer is what? 4. Vinita only. And 14th one, Vinita est rentrée seulement au petit matin. So Vinita has returned in the early morning. Yes, the answer is what? Vrai, that is true. And 15th one is Vinita n'est rentrée qu'au petit matin. So she has not returned in the early morning. So here the sentence is negative. So the answer is what? False. And 16th one, Shamla a perdu tous ses bijoux en or et en argent. So Shamla lost her gold and silver jewelries. No, Benita only. So the answer is what? False. And 17th one, Aisha no maron was say when wear them a careful. A wear them means what? A bold lady. No, here the lady is young. So the answer is what? 4. And 18th one, gendarme block le circulation. Policemen block the traffic jam. No, a crowd only. So the answer is what? False. And le chauffeur dit que le dame traverser le rue sans faire attention. So the driver said that the lady crossed the road without paying attention. Yes, he said like this only. So the answer is what? Ray. And 20th, le feu rouge click no. That is a red light as flickers. Yes, the answer is Ray. That is true. And 21, le feu vert ne marche pas. So the green signal is not work. The red only. So the answer is what? 4. And next, 22. Le témoin dit que c'est le faute de chauffeur. The eyewitness says it was the driver's fault. Yes, she said like that only. So the answer is what? Vrai. And le dame est blessé. The lady was injured. Yes, true. And le témoin accourut comme un fou dans le rue. The témoin means the witness ran like a mad in the street. No, that lady only. So the answer is what? False. And un gendarme se présente sur le scène de l'accident. So policeman appears at the scene of accident. Yes, the answer is right. And le dame a conduit à toute l'heure et n'est pas ralenti la voiture. So the lady drove a car at a full speed and did not slow down the car. So the answer is what? 4. Why? Because le chauffeur only drove a car. Here the answer is what? Le dame. So the answer is 4. And 27th, il faut regarder les deux côtés avant de traverser la rue. So you must you have to look both the ways before you are crossing the street. So the answer is true only. And le chauffeur doit partir maintenant parce qu'il a un rendez-vous important. So chauffeur must leave now because he has a important appointment. So the answer is true only. And 29th, il faut emmener le dame blessée à l'hôpital. So the wounded lady must taken to the hospital. Yes, because she has injured. So the answer is what? Vrai. And 30th, c'est le pétion qui a provoqué cet accident. So it was the pedestrian who caused this accident. No, the chauffeur only caused the accident. So the answer is what? 4. So this is all about your true or false, that is D 3 or 4. And third one is mettez dans l'ordre convenable. So here they rearrange the dialogue. You have to make a dialogue in the correct order. So first one is dialogue A. Comme une telle chose pu se passer, nous avons installé un bon système de lampes dans nos bâtiments. En tu ne sais pas, la semaine dernière, des cambrioleurs sont entrés dans l'appartement de Benita et ont pillé tous les objets de valeur. Et apparemment, il y a 20 points de kéron dans l'appartement et Benita est sortie en famille et rentrée seulement petit matin. And pourquoi y a-t-il 20 faux devant l'appartement de Benita? So what is the first one? So pourquoi y a-t-il 20 faux devant l'appartement de Benita? Why there was a crowd in front of the Benita's apartment? And what is the answer for that? Tu ne sais pas, you don't know. La semaine dernière, that is last week, the cambrioleurs sont entrés dans l'appartement de Benita et ont pillé tous les objets de valeur. And second answer is this one only. So you don't know the last week that burglars are entered into Benita's apartment and they looted all the valuable things and all. And the third one is how it was happened. So what is the answer? Comment une telle chose pu se passer? Nous avons installé un bon système d'alarme dans nos bâtiments. And how it was happened? Because we installed the alarm system in our bâtiment, it's a building. And fourth one is apparemment il y a un vin pendant dans l'appartement et Vinita est sortie en famille et rentrée seulement au petit matin. And you have to take some tips for this thing and all that is tips like a word like first in this pourquoi a-t-il and second le semaine dernier and third one is system the lamp and fourth one is upon the coron that is power cut. So like that you have to take some words and you have to make a dialogue with the orders and move to the dialogue B. Ce n'est pas vrai sans bloc, monsieur. Ce jeune homme a grillé le feu rouge. And vous n'avez pas bien pris le code, vous avez le permis. And ce jeune homme a ramassé cette pauvre dame. And qu'est-ce que s'est passé? And maintenant, elle a traversé la rue sans faire attention. So what is the first one? Qu'est-ce que s'est passé means what happened. And ce jeune homme a ramassé cette pauvre dame. So this young man overthrew this poor lady. And maintenant, elle a traversé la rue sans faire attention. And without attention, she crossed the road without paying attention. And the fourth one is ce n'est pas vrai sans bloc, monsieur. Ce jeune homme a grillé le feu rouge and vous n'avez pas bien appris le code, vous avez le permis. So that is not true, no way sir. This young man went through the red light and you have not learned the rules properly and do you have the license. So before that you have to read the dialogue carefully and make the sentence in the order. And thank you. And this is all about our today's content, that is les objective question, that is objective type of question which is based on your first lesson. And next video will continue like répondre des questions, that is answer the following, and choisissez la meilleure réponse which is based on the grammar, and corriger les faux. Corriger les faux means in that sentence some mistakes are there that you have to find. So this is all about our today's class. Thank you to all. Merci.